One thing I guarantee you most YouTubers won't show you is what their game rooms look like when they're not at their best. Now, to be sure, we don't live in squalor here. We clean the house all the time, everything is kept up very well, there's no dirty dishes everywhere, trash is always taken out. But the problem is we get a little lazy about certain things, and those certain things really come down to organizational issues. It's also kind of the curse now of trying to be a YouTuber and trying to be a social media person, of ordering things for videos or picking up things for the game club, and then never putting them away. Let me show you what I mean real quick here. So what you're seeing right now is a result of really no organization or cleaning in the game room. And sure, the couch just has a few pillows and blankets. That's not an issue. The table's clean, but this table over here is a whole lot's going on. We have a controller and GameCube cables for GameCube I bought to get modded. We have the Switch from Game Club over there. I have liquid bandage stuff from my hands for some reason start like breaking open. We have the Switch controllers from school over there that need to be fixed. We have an Xbox charging station and one controller. The other controller fell off it's under the couch. Games I've picked up over the past few days. We have a Switch charger there too hiding. Then over there we have our art cart because the kids and my wife have been doing some art stuff lately. Canvases over there. And all these things on those tables go different places. That's probably not even the worst part of it. Let's look over here. Packaging from things I made videos about, games I brought home from school, games I've picked up lately on my game hunting, some VHS tapes we picked up while we were game hunting, just a lot of stuff everywhere. The two areas that are really suffering right now where I have to stop and just completely fix everything are over here. Check out the retro area. The retro area is the definition of testing and neglect. Like I have had to pick up so many different games lately, and even the stuff I brought home from school I haven't put away yet. I have PS2s in the ground. I have the two racing wheels that I picked up for next year for Game Club that I have to like get working on the two PS2s via the iLink cable. I haven't done that yet. There's TV trays and tables, there's chairs, there's just stuff everywhere over here. It's really a horrible, horrible mess. And then there's stuff I have to put away still. That PS2 box has to go. We have laundry to fold over there. There's adapters everywhere. There's boxes everywhere. There's cases everywhere. My wife's been working on some great art, but that also is taking up a lot of space and it doesn't look the best. There's just so much of a mess down here right now that it's a bit overwhelming. And I think that's why I haven't really done anything about it. I just come down here, put a game on, put a movie on, whatever I'm doing, and just chill for a couple hours and then go back upstairs. Let's go look at the last part of the big mess. This is probably the worst area right now, and I had this cleaned and really organized, and then stuff came home from school. I started buying stuff, and then people started bringing stuff over to me, which is nice. I have this box here from the merch that I have left. There's not a whole lot. I don't know how much further I'm going to go in the merch category. I have these gigantic boxes from the racing wheels here. I have a PS4 box from the refurbished PS4 at school that I brought home. I didn't need the box at school anymore. I'll put it into storage. This is still good over here somehow, but now I got a PS2 my brother-in-law gave me, two Xboxes my brother-in-law gave me. I have that TurboGrafx 16, that Retron GX that I need to update the firmware on. If you're watching this, people at Hyperkin, I got your emails. I promise I am going to get to that pretty soon here. I just got to organize, and I think you can see why here. I got that over there. I bought this Switch at Goodwill. I got to just throw away. It's really nice and all. It would be great if it actually had the power supply. I paid $4.50 for it. That was a mistake because no one wants it because no power supply. Laptops everywhere. I have another PS2 I brought home from Game Club. I got a PS3 I got to send out for repairs. I got to get into this sometime sooner or later. And on top of that, I have this what I call the project box here. And the project box consists of a bunch of stuff that I bought over the years here that I'm going to make videos about or get into. And I haven't done any of that yet. Up to and including, look, I have this digital camera that I found brand new. This little digital camera keychain that's adorable. Eventually, it's supposed to be content. Oh, and then I bought, oh my God. Then we had the Days of Play for Sony, so I picked up a purple controller because mine broke. And we didn't get it fixed. We got it remodeled completely. And then Horizon Remastered was really cheap, so I have that over here. I brought home DJ Hero 2 at the last minute from Game Club. El Norte, I got that because we watched that in Spanish 3. Then I have over here, I brought this stupid controller home because I'm totally going to use it over the summer. I'm definitely going to use it, but I got to clean it up because the kids are kind of gross. They got it all grody in there. Then over here, I bought these Retro Fighters controllers for the N64, and they were wonderful. They're great, but they're still in boxes. I haven't even unboxed them yet all the way and set them up. So this is an actual disaster. Now, you're thinking to yourself, okay, just Tony, put stuff away. It's not a big deal. And that's what I'm going to do. But you'd be amazed how long that takes. Almost everything down here is like an independent little trip that I'm going to have to make. So we'll set the camera up, and as Father Michael says, we'll get to crack-a-lackin', and we'll get things cleaned up down here. It's going to take a while, though, and that's kind of the issue. So without further ado, let's put the camera somewhere in the basement and get working. All right, you ready to fix this mess?
Yep.
All right, ready to help me clean this mess up?
Yep.
Let's get to it. We put so much stuff away, and thank God we did. It looks a lot better here. I had to buy a bunch of racing games, so I didn't have to, but these two wheels support a whole bunch of different games, and there's an iLink series thing. We'll get to that in a future video, but I was leaving the games out, but really I'm waiting two more, and I'm not ready to test it all out yet together, so I'll get to that eventually. Otherwise, everything looks great over here. Things are a little less messy. You'll notice there's a lot of cords in the front here. That is, you can't help that because of the way I have things set up for Time Crisis 1, 2, and 3, and Time Crisis and stuff like that, and Point Blank for PS1. But otherwise, we're looking good over here. Now, the wheels and everything are still on the couch. You'll see why in a second. It's mainly because I can't get to them over there. I can't get to it right now, the shelf that they're going to go on. So we're going to work our way towards that right now. In fact, everything that has to go in that room will hang out here a little bit longer. Let's go in the front over here and start working the little bit over here that we have to work down. And there really isn't much to do on this side of the basement, so we'll set our camera up again. And okay, we're recording. And second area, off we go. A very quick second part to that video here. This main area didn't need much cleaning. A lot of it was simply putting controllers into the storage bins in the other room like it needed to be, or putting the cabling into their respective bins as well. Also, it was just a fair amount of putting stuff back, putting discs back in cases. I'm not sure why I get lazy about that. A lot of people do, there's no excuse. Anyways, everything's back to normal pretty much over here. A few stragglers here and there, but now, the thing I've been putting off the most, and that would be the office area. Let's just go get it done. Follow me as we make our way back to the place that just is becoming the junk drawer of the basement. And it's not, there's junk back here, but there might as well be. First things first, I'm taking my chair back out, and we'll put it in the main area like it's supposed to be. We took it out the other day, and we never put it back. So we're going to take this and just kind of, this will buy us a lot of room right away. So we're just going to put it right where it goes normally. And where it goes normally is right here. And then, or center, a little bit more center, whatever. We have that. We'll fix that, and I'll move my coffee table, my little portable desk next to it, and there we go. That's looking a lot nicer already. So we're almost back to some semblance of normalcy down here in the basement. Okay, that gives us a lot more space to play with. Let's go and start dealing with this problem over here. And the first thing we'll deal with are these gigantic boxes here from those racing wheels. I don't regret buying them. I think they'll be a lot of fun when I get everything set up like I want it to be, but storing these is going to be a little bit challenging. This is why people who are collectors usually have storage sheds or some kind of storage locker. I don't have that, so we're just gonna have to make do with what we got, and that's okay. We'll be okay. All right, these got to go into the storage area. So I've emerged from the storage area. Now it's gonna go and get the other box. It has to go to the storage area. Oh, so much stuff here. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of toys and other things down here my kids have not played with for a long time, and I'm not sure. Oh, it scared me. Oh, that Bowser toy has batteries in it. This is going to go to storage room 2. Just back and forth. Just a lot of back and forth trips. I'll get my steps in today, that's for sure. Here we go again. More trips back and forth. I should just throw this thing away right. You know what? Waste of $4. It doesn't matter. No one wants it. I can't even give it away, so off it goes. These are going to have to stay over here somewhere because these are a future video in a couple of weeks, so those are the systems to test out eventually. I remember wanting a PS2 at launch so bad, and also being angry because PS2 is destroying Dreamcast. I have 3 PS2s right here in front of me, on top of 4 more PS2s in the main area. No, 5 more PS2s in the main area, and then 2 in storage. Life is strange. Okay, well, good news. We can start adding those racing wheels to our collection over here. We got these N64 racing wheels, they're not bad. We got Crash Team Pinball that my children love. Team Racing Pinball, I should say. So we got this. Maybe it stays there. I make a little more space over here somewhere, so we'll move our baby mamas, or mamas, what is it called? Babysitting mama? Move our babysitting mama out of the way. Our children were playing with the Nerf stuff as usual. This whole basement's covered in darts. That's okay. Put it in there. You know, let's actually take all the movies, and those can go back in the little storage areas there. Got more of these things? Yeah. Got more of these for the movies. Okay. Put all these in one of these guys right here, and make our life easier. And I don't care where I put them right now because I can see through the bags and they make life a lot easier. I'm sweating profusely down here. So here we go with that. What am I supposed to do with this clutch hoodie? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with all that. So we're going to do the best thing we can do, and that's hide it under here. There we go, perfect. So this PS2 is Japanese, and this PS2 will go here, because that will be for a very special System Link game that hope to God will show up sometime before the second coming at this point. It's been in customs for a while now. This PS2 here, need to find the original box for it. This PS2 I picked up, it was complete in box. Like everything was there. It's completely original. So I want to put that back in its box. We'll do that soon. So we got games, controllers. Probably should open this, but I'll probably just put it in storage for the time being because I just wanted the color. Boy, you say it out loud like that, you sound stupid, but that'll go in the main area. Main area. Still got to clean this. I'll put it up here. This can go back up here because I don't need that on my desk anymore. Finally, my Stone Age Gamer order. Got one of these. These are cool and all, but what am I supposed to do with that? And it's the same color over and over and over again. They had them on sale for cheap, but you had to have any color you want as long as it's gray.
Yeah, I know.
So they were dirt cheap, but you get gray only, and that's okay with me. I'll take cheap controllers. You know, I usually save every box I get, but I am not saving all these controller boxes at all. So, but I do want to get them unpackaged. As you can see, I got 1, 2 of those so far. And last but not least, we have our final Retro Brawler controller, Brawler 64 controller from Retro Fighters, which I love them. I will buy their stuff to the day I die. It is wonderful. It has almost no issues at all. I've had very few issues with it, and a lot of it was me being a user error thing. So I wholeheartedly recommend Retro Fighters stuff for all your retro gaming needs, especially these here. You'll find that when you start bringing these systems out with people and they're used to kind of sitting wherever they want in a room, especially a classroom, that the limitations of a cord are pretty rough. So, got all those unboxed finally. Okay, so take these. I'm going to go and plug these in my N64. But these cables will go here. It's my laptop. I can go back over here that I barely use. We're getting somewhere. All right, we're narrowing things down in a hurry. This all goes to the other side of the game room. Let's go do that real quick. 3 and 4. And now, the N64 is a viable game night option. It's great. Hopefully we have some room, so we'll start hauling this over into the storage area, which was kind of the purpose of this video to begin with, because you can't put stuff away if you can't clean. We got here. They don't really sit flat. So that'll be fun for storage, but that's okay. We'll make it work. I'm gonna get the pedals. The AC adapters, which are very important for these Logitech wheels, and the pedals. If you're gonna buy one of these, make sure you have the AC adapters. There's adapters over there, and maybe we'll do something like this. I don't know. Will that work? That will work. I like that. Okay. I like that a lot. Perfect. These need to go into storage. These are old shelves. Put a few things back. That can go up there. PS3 game. This actually needs to go over here where DJ Hero is. Yeah, that's perfect. Now they're not lost. Okay. With the exception of very little, I think we're done. Now, I think you'll also agree that this area here is a lot more usable. Everything is on the shelves as it should be, and you can actually walk over here, which is, this is great. Boy, it was embarrassing how bad that got, but school ended, things came home, purchases were made. It's been kind of hectic the past week or so, and it's no excuse, but that's what I'm using. The only thing we have left to do is find the original box for the PS2, which is in deep storage. That's not happening right now. And then we have to take these Retro Fighters controllers over to our charging station and get them all juiced up. But really, that's about it. And after a solid 45 minutes of work, I think we're actually done. Now, you can tell me what you think at this point, but I think the game room is in better order already. Now, sure, what you're seeing right now wasn't in really bad shape to begin with. Just a few glasses here, some controllers, stuff that had to go into very, very easy to find places. Fold the blankets up, put the pillows back, put a few controllers back, put the cases from games away, put the games in their cases, and we're good to go. In general, this wasn't the big area that was messy or scary. The big scary area was over in that retro area. There was just stuff everywhere. There were loose games, there were discs everywhere, there were cases, there was the 2 racing wheels, there was the folding tables, there was just so much stuff over there. Not to mention the remotes were literally everywhere. So I think it looks a lot better now, and everything makes more sense and is very, very accessible, unlike what it was before. Now, when we want to play a game over there, it'll be very easy. Not to mention the art table got cleaned up a little bit, and now whatever we need to finish that picture is out and ready to go. All the bar area is cleaned up very nicely over here. All those VHS tapes that were just scattered all about the basement, all those loose games that were scattered on every table, it's all been taken care of, it's all gone. And now it's going to look a lot better under our normal Govee lighting. But really, the worst part of it was over here, and I'm really happy that we took the time to just get everything fixed and right over in the side of the basement. This office storage buffet area is cleaned up really well. It's completely usable again. I can store things over here, I can move around, I can use the desk, but most importantly, I have complete and clear access to everything over here, accessory wise, up to and including those racing wheels and the Virtual Boy. Like everything's very accessible. The media's put back where it should be. Really, I'm so glad we took the time to get things organized instead of just adding to the pile. It was getting pretty unbearable, and I am not a messy person, despite what I look like and how I keep myself in my shirts. We like to keep things very clean in this household, and it wasn't really showing down here. When I see people online showing off their game rooms, I usually never see them in anything but in the most perfect, ideal state possible. That's not the case. We have children, we have a family, we enjoy this game room, and we use it to the fullest. Whether that be painting, or it's a dancing party, or it's playing games together, whatever we're doing down here, it's going to get messy. Now, the important thing is to get in there and make sure you clean it up in a timely manner. Rooms are meant to be used and lived in, and games are meant to be played. And I'm not embarrassed that the game room is a little bit disorganized, but it is nice to have that organization back. I don't want anyone out there on social media to think that I have a perfect game room all the time. That's just not true. Either way, I hope you enjoyed coming with me on this journey to clean up, organize, and get the game room back to good order again. And I think it really paid off, and it will pay off as we are on summer break. Anyways, thanks for coming along on this journey with me, and we'll see you in the next one.